Hey everybody, hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm here to bring the Astrology Insight for the week of May 10th. On Sunday, May 10th, we have the Sun sextile Jupiter. On Tuesday, May 12th, we have Mercury sextile Jupiter. On Thursday, May 14th, we have Mercury conjunct the Sun. And on Saturday, May 16th, we have the new moon at 25 degrees Taurus. On Sunday, May 10th, we have the Sun in Taurus, sextile Jupiter in Cancer, going exact at 9:13 p.m. Central Time. So overall, this is a very prosperous aspect. It is a sextile, so it means that it's not the most pronounced energy, but it is there if you choose to just slow down and really just acknowledge what has come into fruition in your life, that you are now beginning to see the potential for growth, the potential to expand, and the potential to advance in life. Perhaps today you will also receive some recognition because that is what this aspect brings as well, a sense of vitality. So overall, it is a nice, fabulous day. On Tuesday, May 12th, we have Mercury in Taurus, sextile Jupiter in Cancer, going exact at 11:43 p.m. Central Time. So today is a great day to just optimistically do some jotting down of ideas. Mercury is combust, so it might mean that we don't necessarily understand the full scope of our situation, but with Mercury sextile Jupiter, it does bring a sense of optimism, and it does give us the ability to really solve some problems and jot down some ideas. So just do some preliminary idea running where you just kind of allow yourself to acknowledge what you want to see come to fruition, what sort of things are happening in your life, and just start to jot down some ideas, knowing that more things will make sense as the week goes on, potentially Thursday, as well as the new moon on Saturday. So just look at today as an opportunity to address the problems and situations in your life with an optimistic outlook where you just kind of preliminary scratch down some ideas of what could be. On Thursday, May 14th, we have Mercury Cazimi, which is Mercury conjunct the Sun, going exact at 9:24 a.m. Central Time. So today is a fabulous day to become conscious of where we are seeing the potential in our life to grow and expand, and where we want to build in our life and what we want to stabilize in our life. When we have Mercury Cazimi, it gives us that mental power and agility and ability to really prioritize and optimize where we see the potential for growth in our life. They are both in Taurus, so it's all about creating new standards, habits, traditions, really looking at what we need to stabilize, looking at what we need to grow, looking at what is coming into fruition in our life. So with this Mercury Cazimi, it gives us this mental ability to really plan things out and optimize where we want to prioritize our energy, because we see the potential and we have the foresight to see what is coming to fruition and what is going to grow and where we need to put our energy. So consider those things today, as this is a fabulous day to do any sort of mental work. On Saturday, May 16th, we have the new moon at 25 degrees Taurus in 57 minutes, going exact at 3 p.m. Central Time. So we have the moon in her place of exaltation, Taurus, coming into the arms of the sun, her favorite place to be next to her king. So this is a very powerful new moon to really prioritize where do we want to continue to put our energy, where do we feel called to begin to put our energy so we can see things come to fruition, what sort of foresight do we have for the future that we really need to recognize our attention needs to be going in certain areas so that we can see them come to fruition and grow. When we think of Taurus, we just think of that foresight. It knows cycles. It knows about commitment. It knows about doing the hard work and prioritizing energy and putting it to a very specific place. So we think of a new moon in Taurus, depending on where it sits in your chart, it does really say, where do you see yourself putting more energy? What do you want to see come to fruition? What do you want to stabilize? What do you want to commit to? These are those Taurus-like things. And it is ruled by a Venus in Gemini. So it's about weaving those ideas together and really plotting them out and planning ahead. So overall, it is a nice new moon. However, we do have this conjunction to Algol. Algol is typically one of those stars that can be a malefic star, but it does bring a sense of protection. It does bring a sense of raw, intense power. Algol is the star in Medusa's head, so you can go look it up to find out some mythology about that to give you a better idea of what that has to offer. But overall, this new moon, being that the moon is exalted, she has a conjunction with Jupiter before the new moon, then she's conjunct the sun, then she is going to be conjunct Mercury. So it's overall a nice new moon. If you'd like to schedule a personal reading, you can contact me at 11kaivarose33.com.